When it comes to the deen of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and the commandments of the religion of Islam, we have to learn how to carry out those commandments, how to carry out acts of worship before we even offer them. If we don't learn, we go into those acts of worship thinking, oh, it's easy, everyone performs worship, everyone reads salah, everyone performs hajj and umrah, how difficult can it be? I'll just look at others for inspiration. Allahu Akbar. Imagine somebody going through so much effort, tiring himself out, exhausting himself, and at the end he's told none of it was accepted. How grief-stricken would that person be? How regretful and remorseful would that person be? Of course, he would be really regretful. So when it comes to the deen of Allah, especially pillars like hajj, learn what to do when you're out there. It's not as easy as just following everyone. What if you're following someone who doesn't know what to do anyway? They don't know how to perform hajj as well. So in life, whenever we do something, we learn the theory. Before we drive a car, we learn the theory. If someone's becoming a doctor, he doesn't just go straight into an operating theatre and start operating. No, he learns the theory. It goes without saying that when you act upon the pillars of Islam, the commandments of Islam, you need to know the theory beforehand. If I'm performing hajj, when do I put my ihram on? What's the intention for ihram? Where do I make the intention for ihram? What are the restrictions of ihram? What can I do in the state of ihram? What's forbidden in the state of ihram? What requires expiation if I do it in the state of ihram? What requires sadaqah? What requires dam, badana? These are terms and terminologies that we need to learn. If we just go out there, pay all of that money, and people say it's very expensive nowadays, but they still don't learn. They go there, and perhaps they make blunder after blunder, and then they turn around and say, oh, it's okay, Allah Ta'ala is all forgiving. Allah Ta'ala is all forgiving, but He's the one who also takes a person to task as well. He's the one who punishes as well. So we have to be very careful when it comes to the ibadat that have been obligated upon insan. And when we carry out acts like hajj, umrah, we need to do them properly. That's why it's important to go with a guide. If possible, go with an Islamic scholar who can guide you every step of the way. People try to be clever nowadays. Oh, I can book it myself. I'm saving this much money. I can even do the visas myself, hotels, transport, flights. Why do I need to go to an agent? Why do I need to go to with a group or with a guide? The reason why you have to go with an Islamic scholar or a guide, if you haven't been before, is you might make many mistakes during the hajj or umrah. So safety lies in going with a guide, someone who can lead you, who can save your hajj and the hajj of the rest of the group as well. May Allah Ta'ala grant us tawfiq to understand this point and to act upon it as well.